Hey, what's up? This is AMC coming to you with our seventh or eighth episode of Smell Differently. Today's episode is brought to you by Scent Niche Perfumery. That's www.scentniche.com. Scentniche.com. Use the code SMELL20, capital S, SMELL20, get 20% off. I think their big sale starts tomorrow. And I think, I'm thinking the rep told me it was 30 to 35% off. So you may want to wait until tomorrow, the 17th of December. So today's honorable mention before I get started is the Cobra and the Canary. The Cobra and the Canary. I'm wearing this particular fragrance today, and I tell you what, this is a beautifully done niche fragrance, in my opinion. This particular fragrance reminds me of a sweet pack of cigarettes, like done beautifully. I mean, a sweet pack of cigarettes. It is just a beautifully done fragrance. The notes are listed, some of the notes listed on the back: lemon, tobacco flowers, orris root, leather, hay fields, asphalt. I mean, when I tell you this is a beautifully done fragrance, it is exceptionally done, in my opinion. So I recommend the Cobra and the Canary. The Cobra and the Canary. Today's broadcast, we're talking about, on this episode, we're talking about Aventus, Creed's Aventus. This Titan here, Creed's Aventus. This is a Titan in the fragrance industry, the niche fragrance industry. It is just well known, well loved, and I'm no different. This particular scent opens up with the most refined bergamot note that I think I've ever smelled. I don't think I've ever smelled such a refined, beautifully done top note in that bergamot, and it just calms down to this just a beautiful skin scent. Man, this is a great date night fragrance. This is a great out and about fragrance. It's just the price point is high, but it is a beautifully done fragrance, in my opinion. I'm just going to be honest. Yeah, that bergamot, that citrus off the top is just so refined. You just can't get enough of it. So, I tell you what, let's go with the Nishanes Hacivat. Nishanes Hacivat. So, some people think Hacivat smells like Creed. I don't. I think it's the same. I get the same top citrus, heavy, like a citrus bergamot, heavy note off the top, and this is an extrait de parfum. The Hacivat is going to be stronger. It's going to project more along the lines of like a beast mode fragrance. It's going to project. It's going to be a fragrance that is an attention getter. It is not as refined as Creed. Creed, when you wear Creed, you just feel refined. You feel good, cool, chill, like a refined man in a great tuxedo. To me, Creed accentuates you. It accentuates the wealth. For me, Nishanes Hacivat, it's almost like, unless you just you don't spray that much of it. To me, the scent, the fragrance speaks more than you. And so, in my opinion, you would just have to be careful about how you wear this. Like, you would want to maybe look a certain way when you're wearing this, because again, it projects, it's strong. It's just that bergamot to me is not as refined. It is just like it's an aggressive bergamot, in my opinion. And so, to me, they both wear differently. They just wear differently. If you ask me to choose, I prefer Creed. I prefer the Creed. Still a beautifully done fragrance. It's just like, to me, it would be the wild twin, or the wild cousin, not twin, but the wild cousin of Creed. Like, you can smell that Creed DNA in the Nishanes Hacivat, but again, the Creed is just a refined, wealthy scent. Now, I'm going to use this other scent that people have long compared to Creed's Aventus. As a matter of fact, I had this particular scent before I had Creed. Cub De Nuit Intense Man. Again, I had this one before I had the Creed. I'll say similar to the Creed, but this one smells just like the Creed in the dry down to me. So if you want a scent that smells like Creed in the dry down, and that is a beast mode fragrance that projects, the sillage is great. Cub De Nuit Intense Man, it is a great clone. People call it a clone. It's a great clone of Creed. The opening is not the same. To me, the opening on this one is not as sweet. You're not going to get as sweet. It's more of a bitter citrus. For the Creed, I get a sweeter. It's not sweet, like overly sweet, but I get more of a sweeter vibe from Creed than I get from the Cub De Nuit Intense Man. The Intense Man is just to me, a really rugged, rough opening. As in my opinion, I get more of a bergamot from the Creed. I get more of a grapefruit. For some reason, the citrus in this one is closer to a grapefruit for me, which is, a stronger, more intense scent profile. I don't really like this in the opening. I love it in the dry down. The opening's not my favorite, but again, the dry down, love it. The Creed, I love Creed in the opening. I love Creed in the mid. I love Creed in the dry down. The only thing about Creed is it's just not, again, it's not made to be loud. It's kind of like a well-refined guy, gentleman that just, not loud, not wearing loud colors, not all over the place with, his style, or just not trying to be seen. When it is, some people, they're very stylish, but it's clear they want to be seen, versus the person that is stylish, but it's just like, that's Creed for me. Creed is like perfect. Creed is that perfect scent. It's just, I'll say it, for me, it's perfect. Not too loud, because you don't want it to be loud. You want people to only, get a whiff of you. You want people in those close encounters to smell that refinement, that rich, that wealthy scent profile that it delivers time and time again. Now, this particular scent, to me, London by English Laundry, it is in that Creed scent profile. This particular scent, in my opinion, is the closest thing to Creed's Aventus. Again, it's not going to be as rich. There's a clear difference. So it's not as rich. It's not as inviting as the Creed, but it is very similar juice. The juice profile in this scent is very close to Creed's Aventus, and you won't believe I got this one for $12.99 at TJ Maxx. So if you don't want to, if you're a person and you don't want to spend the Creed money, you don't have the Creed money to spend, this London by English Laundry is going to be a very close. It's going to be very close to the Creed Aventus profile. I keep saying Creed. Creed has many different fragrances, but everybody, when you say Creed, you think of Aventus, no matter how many scents they have. And I have a few of the Creed scent profiles, but the Aventus is the most popular. It is the king. And so this particular family, I'll say the London by the English Laundry is very close. To me, Nishanes is a very strong, bitter bergamot, in my opinion. If I had to choose, I'm going to choose the Creed. I wear this one every once in a while. It gets noticed. It's not my favorite. It gets noticed, though. Because it projects, the sillage. It projects. The sillage is good. It projects. If I'm going to choose any of them, like I choose the Creed, but I tell you what I do. I layer them. So I put, either I use the Cub De Nuit, or I use the English Laundry, and I'll put that as like the base, and I put the Creed on top of it. Man, you talk about compliments. People just love this creed, this DNA of fragrance. People love it. I love it. It is pricey. And so, you know, if you don't have it, you don't have it. And I'm just one of those people. If I don't have it, I don't have it. I'm not going to break my neck for it. But, you know, go out there and get the Cub De Nuit. Just understand that when you smell the Cub De Nuit, the opening is not going to be like Creed's Aventus. The opening is more of like, to me, a bitter grapefruit scent. The dry down is going to be more of your Creed. The English Laundry, the London, that's going to be more in the opening Creed Aventus scent profile. The Hacivat is in a family of its own, in my opinion. It still has the Creed DNA, because I think when people smell that strong citrus opening, there was one I used to have by, oh gosh, I can't think of it. Terenza, something like that. It was also just a lighter version. Then there's another one by Velheim Parfumery. I don't know if it's Moonlight. It's something in that particular family that's in that particular Creed DNA profile. But that's been my 2 cents on today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, hey, tell me you didn't, and it'll be all cool, because I'm just doing this because I love fragrances. Not trying to be somebody. I'm not trying to make money. I'm just talking about scents because I love talking about scents. Again, today's episode was brought to you by Scent Niche Perfumery. There was one more I forgot to bring. It's called Monarch by JL Boulon Creations, called Monarch, and I forgot to bring it. We'll talk about that one again, but it's in the same Creed family profile. Have a good one.